And now let's bring in Courtney Kealy from Washington. And of course, the US angle here is very important. What are the charges in the US?
Well, the indictment was unsealed today. It was a sealed indictment that was put in place in December of 2017. And the Department of Justice unsealed that indictment, saying that he conspired to hack into a computer, a sensitive Pentagon computer, with Chelsea Manning. Chelsea Manning was a Department of Defense official who did serve 7 years of jail time. And is now back in jail for not testifying against Assange in a grand jury. Now, the way this breaks down, though, is Julian Assange is considered by many people here to be head of a news organization, to be a journalist. And for a Department of Justice officials to put this indictment against a journalist for actually releasing classified documents to the public, that becomes a very thorny First Amendment right. And it's something that the former Attorney General Eric Holder under President Obama wouldn't touch. But this president and this Attorney General, especially President Trump, who has made his disdain for the press very clear during his presidency, this brings up a lot of issues, a lot of civil liberties issues of whether they can actually prosecute him and what issues that is, and could actually then what precedent it could set for other investigative journalists. And
Courtney, let's dig into that a bit more. As you mentioned, it is an indictment against a journalist. Many people see him as a publisher. Others see him as someone that spoke out against many arguments. What are the larger implications legally then in the US?
Well, it's interesting because President Trump made his love of WikiLeaks very clear during his campaign when they released a trove of emails of Hillary Clinton's. And some say that might have tipped the election in President Trump's favor. But since he's been president, he's kept classified documents classified. Investigative journalists here don't have to sign those documents. And so I talked to one top legal expert, and he said that many see this as a full frontal assault against investigative journalism and the First Amendment here in the U.S.
And Courtney, how quickly do you think the UK could extradite, the UK and the US could agree to extradite him?
Well, that's unclear. I mean, we really have to see what the UK wants to do in terms of what charges they want to press, what jail time he might serve there. Here, he would face up to 5 years in a federal prison. Federal prosecutions normally don't give the maximum sentence, so they could maybe serve time in both places or agree that he'd come here and serve time. But right now, we're really waiting to see what the next statement is from both the UK and the US on extradition.
All right, Courtney Kealy in Washington, thank you very much indeed for that update.